at stage, I wouldn't say stage 1, it's just basically the base map's loaded. A little wet outside, car's warmed up, we're just gonna give it a little feel. Yeah, losing traction, but it pulls. I mean, I think we logged around 16, 17 PSI. A lot of room to go, nothing on timing. We have a lot of room there, so we're pretty good to be pushing a lot, probably outpowering the clutch and fuel here, so. Hey, welcome back everyone. So we had a very high amount of reactions on the last video, and we want to thank simply everyone who's been extremely supportive of this build. This video we're going to be just buttoning everything up, putting everything back together, and we're gonna go ahead and install our bass tune and just kind of get a feel for where we are at. And needless to say, we have a lot of room, being that we haven't touched timing or anything of that nature. We still have our stock fuel pump, so we have a lot of room to grow, but you can see that we are honestly having just a crazy response from this turbo setup. So I do want to say we have one more video where we're going to kind of dial it in a little bit further, kind of do our final revision and tunes, and then kind of give you an update. And more importantly, I think a lot of people are also wanting to know where they can get this turbo. So once we have it fully dialed in and ready to go, we're going to be able to offer it to all of you guys for the E-Series N55, also for the F-Series N55. And then that's not to say we have other make and models really coming with that. So hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Alright, so we just put everything back together, put the subframe back in, tightening up the suspension bolts. Everything's in, right, Philip?
Yes, sir.
Yay! Turbos are looking happy in there. Turbo. Almost done.
Almost there.
A bunch of people that wanted me to get a quick drive on this thing, so we're gonna go for a quick run. Alright, so we just started everything up. Everything starts up fine. Obviously, we just swapped the turbo, so nothing huge here, but it's got a crazy idle. It's like really rumbly. It's I'll show you guys here in a bit, but it starts up and it sounds just tremendous. It's a little different. It's pretty crazy. We're gonna go ahead just run a couple errands. We're gonna go pick up some supplies, head to the bank, and just some basic stuff I gotta do. But then I just want to get a small drive in. We didn't put the fuel pump in, so I'm not gonna push it yet. We're gonna run a baseline tune so that we can kind of get a custom tune for the new turbo because this is the first of its kind. We want to kind of figure out where we are at. So we'll set a new benchmark, and then that'll be in the next video. But for now, I just want to kind of just get a feel for what it's like, and then just see what what happens and see how it responds. Then we'll put the fuel pump in, and we'll do another drive, and then we'll do our next video after that. So pretty stoked. It turned out really good. Like I said, it sounds awesome. And I'll show you guys here in a bit, but it's pretty gnarly.
I know. Jeez.
Was crazy.
Oh man.
Dude, that was crazy. That was nuts.
Oh, that sounds so good.
I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it, but I just took the APR spoiler off, swapped the trunk, and put on the V2. Good old trusty V2 there. Got a new trunk, so I got the badge, the rondelle coming in, swapped the taillights, so it's looking pretty fresh. I like it a lot better. It's a meaner looking rear end. The spoiler was cool, but I got sick of it pretty quick, so pretty happy with that. Lock up. All right, so as a quick update, we just got our first flash tune, and this is for a base map. And basically the base map is gonna give me the ability just to have, like it sounds, a base map. And that's just to give us something to create a benchmark off of. And that way we can see how much we can kind of push the limits, kind of starting from where we are to see what kind of room of growth there is for this turbo. So we're installing the new fuel pump soon. That's going to give us kind of the ability to see what sort of boundaries we create beforehand, in other words. Now, we're going to install this, it's going to be really quick. It's nothing more than kind of like an OEM Plus stock map tune, but it gives us the ability, like I said, just to see how much we can push it when that time comes. So we're going to have a couple revisions, and that way we're going to be able to kind of really hit the bigger territories once that comes. Now, huge shout out to Ken and Steven over at Wedge Tuning. Now, Wedge has obviously been around in this game forever, and when it came to developing this Stage 3 N55 turbo, we wanted to make sure that we had someone who's reliable, who can give that support, and more importantly, have basically all the ins and outs taken care of. So we're gonna go ahead with them. They're gonna be our house tune here as well. So anyways, let's go ahead and upload this real quick and then kind of see what sort of things we're dealing with, and then have a little bit of fun. We're gonna have a couple polls and then log it, and then we're gonna go ahead and send those results straight over to Ken, and then do it a couple times before we have our final tune. Then we'll throw in some other things to really boost it up from there. All right, I heard some noises. Let's check here what we got. It says here, success. So let's go ahead and follow those instructions. Turn everything off. Everything is lit up like a Christmas tree right now. Sweet. plan is to put in the low pressure fuel pump. We'll probably run some E, and we'll turn it up a little bit. Basically what I want to do is I want to try and just get to the point where the clutch does start slipping, and then see kind of where we're at, and then switch the clutch probably, and then go from there. Well, I mean, that pretty much sums it up here for our first drive. I mean, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just kind of get a first impression, and so far, all I can say is so good. I do appreciate every single one of you who's tuning in on this single turbo, I guess, kind of launch, and our goal is to really fine tune it. So we're gonna do some tests and tunes, and hopefully make it available to you guys, because I know for the E-Series, especially on the N55 platform, there's really not a lot of options. So I'm gonna have a little bit more, and part 3, we will fine tune it, we'll have it dialed in, we'll have a little bit more action, and like I said, we'll have the fuel pump in, and we'll be you know, putting on a little bit more boost to kind of really top it off. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, you can email us directly, sales@mashimo.com. Put them in the comment below if you want. But don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, hit that like button. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.